At a time when Indian nationalism is on the rise, as we saw in the decision or the promotion of Bharat, the new name for India, put forward by Narendra Modi. At a time when that is happening, Rishi Sunak has returned to India. Rishi Sunak, the first British leader of Indian descent, and he's having a difficult time in a way because he's now in India at the G20 summit. It's his first visit to India as Prime Minister, and he's been given a very warm welcome. And on the one hand, one would think that would be an advantage to his plan to ensure the best trade deal for Britain. But of course, India assumes this would be the best trade deal for India, and that it's already got a foot in the door with a man of Indian descent, with a wife, the daughter of one of India's richest families, on his arm. I think it's probably telling that Sunak has pointed out that he doesn't have time to visit his wife's family during this trip. And although he's referred to himself as India's son-in-law, there's he wants to make a distinction between his roots and the hard politics of establishing bilateral relations and a potential trade deal between India and the UK. And he cannot afford at any point to give the impression that he is going to give India everything it wants, because he has some sort of sentimental attachment to India, either because of his wife's family or because of his own forebears. He needs to be tough. He needs to be seen to be tough, which may mean that he will end up losing the potential deal. Narendra Modi is a thorny individual, and this is going to manifest itself not least in whatever statement is made about Ukraine. At the moment, it's dismissed as a global issue rather than the central war enacted by one of the G20 members on its neighbouring state. I don't know whether Mr. Zelensky is going to address the G20 during this meeting. That again would create problems for Mr. Modi. But India definitely wants a trade deal, and wants a trade deal that serves its interests. And I think by flagging up the idea that student visas are not going to be modified, it allows Rishi Sunak the option of modifying business visas and therefore encouraging more Indians to come to this country, particularly to help out in the burgeoning AI industry, which India is very good at. And if a trade deal can be established, that would be not only a political triumph for Rishi Sunak, but it would be the first tangible benefit of Brexit, because this is something that could not have been anticipated while Britain was part of the EU. This would be something positive if it can be done, but at the same time, it needs to be significant. It needs to be significant, and that may be difficult for a person with Indian roots to negotiate in India.